my goodness, Will, I just stopped here. They have a farmer's market this morning out here at Quemado. I still have no service. And so I've been trying to upload things since this morning early. And, but I did get, they just now opened They have some great looking baked goods, but of course, you know, I can't do that stuff anymore. As nice as it smelled. And the guy goes, well, some people can't do one bread, but they can do this. I said, I can't do it. Smells great, but no, I no can do. So, but I did get a pound of hamburger and an eye of round steak that are all grass-fed, grass-finished. So, really good, healthy meat I got today. So lucky with that. And I'm still hoping to run into a place where I've actually got service that I can upload my videos. You know, I do want to do some BLM land, but difficulty is, of course, no service. So, you know, that's not working out. But I'm on, I think it's 60. And it goes from Sholo, it starts out at 77 and then it changes, I think, to 60. I'm in New Mexico now. That was the first little town in New Mexico. And like I said, I did get some grass-finished beef, so I've got plenty of provisions in here to last. I've got my eggs, I got my beef, I've got, you know. But I'm still hoping to come into some area where my things will upload. It's just so, I really want to be on the road, but then again, I know people, if I'm not online, they start freaking out and they want the readings and, you know. So trying to balance this is almost, yeah, it's kind of a nightmare trying to balance things. Now I do like these roads less traveled though, I have to say. But it's easier to do the freeways where you're going near towns and then you can upload your stuff and you don't have that problem. So it's either I have the quieter space here and go out and be alone in nature, but then I have no service and people are freaking out. Or I deal with the freeways, don't really get to see a lot of good nature, but I can upload the videos. I'm glad to say though Miss Lily is feeling better this morning. She was fine. She slept all night. I was worried I was going to have to take her out in the middle of the night to the bathroom. Because if she has to go, she will wake me up. I've had her wake me up. You know, this was a while ago, quite a while ago, where she was having and it gets dark early and it stays dark late. So 3 in the morning, oop, a dead moose. 3 in the morning, or an elk. She was waking me up because she had to go. And so I do have a little light thing that you can wear on your head if I have to take her out in the middle of the night and it's pitch black. So I do have a way to do that, but yeah. Anyway. But man, yesterday when everything went out, I couldn't get online, I couldn't use GPS, the maps, I couldn't email, I couldn't text somebody, nothing was working. So that was really miserable. This road, the towns are really small and they're few and far between. So, yeah. I didn't even know it was Saturday. I lose so much track of time and days when I'm out here. You know, you especially lose these track of times and days when you're no longer working in the field where, 9 to 5 or whatever it is, Monday through Friday. You lose track of the days. One day isn't the same as another, so. See one story online today. This woman found out she had breast cancer. They told her she had 1 to 5 years to live, and she radically changed her diet. No sugar, no dairy, no meat. So apparently she became a vegan, and that cured her of the breast cancer. Now, before you start going on the vegan trip, okay, there have been those that have been vegans and have been very, very one and some things work for another. And I just saw that other one online. This girl was basically a fruitarian. I knew somebody that was a fruitarian before, older lady, and I mean, she was just always hyper because all she was eating was sugar all day. But this girl was a fruitarian, and she just died of, she died because she wasn't getting the nourishment that she needed. So she died from being a fruitarian. So I don't know, you know, it's just things are crazy. Admittedly, the woman that had the breast cancer, she doesn't live here. She lives in Europe somewhere. And I think that the produce things they get there is not as toxic as what we get here. No, I can't have the, you know, the pastas and breads and stuff like that all the time because it just is not working for me at all. I think maybe once a month or once a week, maybe I can have some sort of a little pasta dish or something, but not often. Or maybe once a week have a sandwich with bread or something, but one or the other, a pasta or a bread or something, but once a week, you know, and that's it, or a piece of pizza or something like that. Because I eat any of those, and or also the thing I really had to give up was sugar, the carbs, the sugar, because carbs convert to sugar for me really quick. Sugar and carbs I can't have. And the, you know, like aspartame and sucralose and those things I can't have either. Now I seem to be doing well on the monk fruit. Like I said, I have found the monk fruit things, and then I do have those stevia of the electrolytes. If I could find them with monk fruit, I would get those instead. I see a monkey over there looking out the window. And Lily's looking out the window. They, you know, they like to get up and look out the window and stuff, but then they do a lot of sleeping. This morning I had Starbucks and I had the egg bites. So I had some breakfast on the go. Now when I get my Starbucks, I I'm getting just a plain latte now, and I have my own monk fruit sweetener that I put in it. But we are, like I said, we're back in New Mexico. Up ahead is that Pie Town. It's called Pie Town, which sounds so good. I would love a piece of pie, but no, I'm not going to have it. I'm going to charge past it. Keep it rolling. Do not stop at Pie Town. But that sounds so good right now. A piece of like a peach cobbler or something like that. But yeah, no can do. I did get some onions too. Green onions. They were expensive though. But see, just little bitty green onions. $2 for those little bitty pack of green onions. But you know, they're organic and stuff, things that they've grown out here. Just keep taunting you with that. They've got pie. We'll see how it goes today. Like I said, it's kind of a conundrum between a rock and a hard place. You want to be able to come out and go out in nature and be there and enjoy it. But you'd also like to find a place that you can actually upload things and have a signal. don't seem to mix well.